Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be explaining in detail what data types means in C programming language. If you are just getting started in C programming language, most especially if you are a beginner, one of the concepts that you come across is data types in C. And one of the main reasons why I decided to create this video is to uh, explain in detail to you guys how data types works, and giving you a simple explanation on the importance, how it works, and the implementation in C programming language. Because when I first get started learning about C programming language some months ago, it took me a lot of time before I was able to understand what data types means in C programming language. So that is the reason why I'm creating this video. So data types in C programming language is just like what you need to understand about it is just a classification, a predetermined classification that is being created to enable programmers to explain to our compilers or our interpreters what kind of data we are trying to send, or what kind of input or output we are trying to get in our program. So if you remember in school, anytime they write a number like 1 2 3 4 5, we call them numbers. Anytime we write something like A, B, C, D, E, F, A to Z, we call them alphabet. And anytime we write 1 point something, 1.2, 1.5, 3.5, 6.5, we call them decimal numbers. But in programming language, most especially in C, anytime you see we create a variable and we assign it, maybe we assign it number 1, number 2, number 3, any number. So any form of numbers is known as integers. Any form of numbers. So anytime you see 1 2 3 4, any number, it is known as integers. So and we declare that kind of variables with int. Now anywhere in your program that you see characters A, B, C, A to Z, it is known as characters. So we use char to define our variable. And for you to create a decimal number in your program in C programming language, you need to use floating. Call it floating point numbers. And floating and double are almost the same. Floating and double, they are almost the same. It's just that a lot of one is given a lot of space in our compiler compared to the other. So these are the differences, and these are the basic things which you need to understand about data types in C. I'll be opening my Xcode to explain to us what data types means and how can we understand it in our C programming language. So this is a simple program. Now to explain integer, for you to create an integer variable, you first have to declare the data type. So and it is declared as int. So anywhere anytime you declare an integer variable, it has to be a number. That means you want to declare a number, or you want to assign a number to your variable. So take for instance, I'm declaring integer and I'm creating a variable A, and I'm assigning it a value of 10. Now, so I want to print this value out using the printf function. So I can write something like the value of A is, then the format specifier for integers is %d. So that is the format specifier to print out integer variables, and then the value we want to print is A. So let's try to run this program and check. Now you can see the value of A is 10. Now I can try to create another variable, call it integer b, and then assign it a value of 20. Then I can create a printf function that the value of a plus b is a plus b. So let's try to run this program and check. A plus b will give us 10 plus 20 will give us 30. So you can see that our programs runs perfectly. So this is everything you need to understand about integer variables, integer data types in C programming language as a beginner. Now if you want to create a character, so instead of using integer, you are going to declare your data type as char. And now we can create a chassis and we call it, assign it a value of a. Now there is difference between characters and strings. So as a beginner, you need to understand that anytime we are talking about character means just one alphabet, like A, like B, like C, like D, like E, like F. So just one single alphabet or just one single character. So and when you are writing a character, you need to enclose it with a single apostrophe for your program to work. But strings are combinations of words. So I can create another character D and then assign it. Probably I want to write something like my name is Victor. So if you want to write my name is Victor, so I have to put it inside a double apostrophe. So my name is Awoyemi Victor. Then end it with a semicolon. Now I can print out the value of A, the value of C, and the value of D. So the value of A is, now the format specifier for characters is %C. So you write something like %C here and then you put C here. So let's try to run this program and check. Now you can see that the value of A is A. So I can end it with a new line to make our program looks okay. The value of A is A. Then I can, if I want to print out my name is Awoyemi Victor, I can create another printf function here and then just write %x. So the format specifier for string data type is %x. Now to declare a floating data type, so use float and then you declare your variable float e, and then I can assign it a value of 1.25. So let's try to run this program and then let's see how it works. So I can write something like the value of E is %f. So %f is the format specifier to print out a floating point number and then E. So let's try to run this program and check. Now you can see the value of E is 1.20000000. Now you can now be asking yourself, probably you are asking yourself, why is it printing out this remaining 00s? Because that is mainly because it's a floating point number and there is no value attached to it at the end. So but depending on the compiler you are using, and chances are that you can try to, there is a way we can try to set it to print just the last two numbers after the decimal point, or the last three numbers, or the first number after the decimal point number. So I'll be explaining that in my next video. So I hope this video has been helpful to you, and I am very sure that as a beginner you understand what data types means in C programming language and how you can implement this in your programs in C. And not just in C language, our data types are used in Pythons, in C++, Java and others. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. Smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I publish new videos. So see you soon.